Hello friends, welcome back. In this video, we will see extending style components. So we will see how we can use one style component into another style component. So a few lectures ago, I told you that we not only can use HTML tag here, but we can also use style component. So for that, we need to create one more variable. So here, okay, before creating variable, let me close this and let's make the screen side by side so you can understand it better. Okay, so now we can create one more variable here. So let's create it const, and the name of the variable we will take is big button, which is equal to style, and instead of giving dot we will give round brackets, which are also called parentheses. Now we want to access all this property in this big button, so we will copy this big prop component and we will paste it here. Okay, then we will give backtick key. Okay, so all the properties which are here, okay, color, white, padding, font size, background, will be added in big button. Okay, and if we add new properties, it will be added in big button. But let's say if we add a property which is already included here, let's say color white, so we don't require to so we don't need to write color white again because it is already mentioned here. But if we write color which is equal to green, then what happens is it will override this white color to green color. Okay, so for now we don't want to overwrite anything, but we want to add new properties. So I will add margin which is equal to 0.5 rem. Then we will add text transform which is capitalize. Then we will add font size which is equal to 3 rem. Okay, let's save this, and now we will export this big button component. So big button. Now we need to go to app.js, and here we need to import the big button. So big button, and here we will render it. So big button. Let's save this. Okay, let me give some text. Big button. Let's save this. Let me refresh this file. Okay, so as you can see, we got a big button here. Now let's remove all the buttons. We don't require all the buttons. Okay, so let's remove this, and from here also we will remove button props. Okay, let's save this. So now we only have big button. Now let's go to button props.js. Okay, and let's comment this big button. Okay, I want to show you something. Let's go to app.js. Let's remove this big button. We don't require it. Let's remove this. Okay, now let's come back to button props, and here also we don't require big button. Now we will create two buttons. Okay, so const primary button which is equal to style dot. Okay, we don't require dot, we want to extend this another style component. So here we need to give backtick key, and here I'll copy this and I'll paste it here. Okay, and let's remove this background, we don't require this background. Okay, now here I will write background which is equal to primary button is blue. Okay, now let's copy this entire variable and let's paste it, and here I will give danger button. Okay, and here I'll write red. Now let's export this two buttons, so primary button and danger button. Okay, let's save this. Now we need to go to app.js, and here we need to import primary button and danger button. Okay, now here I will render the primary button, which is primary button, and then we need danger button. So danger button. Let's save this. So you can see primary button, the color is blue, and danger button, the color is red. How? Because we have created this two background with different colors. Okay, and this is the based properties. These are the base properties. Okay, so color, white, padding, and font, these are common in both this button, but only the difference is the background color. So whenever you want to specify some CSS property for primary button, you can give it here. Okay, so in this way we can create one more button like success button, and we can give it green color. Okay, now you might be thinking, can we pass props in button component and button props? So my answer will be yes. So let's see how we can do it. So let's go to app.js, and here suppose we in primary button we need to make the padding more. Okay, so we can give a prop with the name large, and in danger button we will give a prop name which is small. Okay, let's save this and let's go to button props.js, and here I will give uh sorry, let's undo this. So here I'll remove this padding. Okay, and instead of this, so now we want to give conditions. So for that we need to write dollar curly braces, and here I'll give arrow function. So as you remember, we need to access all the props, we need to write props, and here we need to pass the value. So we need to return the value. So but here we will add some condition. Let's say props dot large. If prop dot large is true, then we need the value of padding should be 3 rem. Okay, because it is a large one. Now we need to check the second condition. If props dot small is true, then we need 1 rem. The padding should be 1 rem. And if there is nothing, if there are no props, okay, no large, no small, nothing, then the padding should be 2 rem. Okay, let's save this. And one more thing, guys, here instead of props we can also write p. Okay, this is a shortcut. We don't have to write the whole thing props. Okay, so here I'm getting some. Okay, nothing. Let's save this, and now as you can see, if I save this, this prop which I passed large got the padding of 3 rem, and this small got a padding of 2 rem, sorry, 1 rem. So let's check, let's inspect and check. So here as you can see the padding is 3 rem. Okay, and here as you can see the padding is 1 rem. So let's create one more button so that we can also see the default padding. Okay, so let's create this. Let's create success button. Okay, success button. Let's copy this and let's export here, and let's go to app.js. Here we need to pass it, and then we need to create one more button. So this is success button. Let's okay, here let me change the name. Let's save this. So as you can see, okay, we need to give a background color of green. Okay, so let's save this. So as you can see, uh, the padding of this button is 2 rem, which is this one, the default one. So we have conditionally added the padding for large prop, small prop, and by default one. So this is how you can use extended style component in from one component to another component, and also you can conditionally add the CSS. So this is it for this video. I hope you like it, and if you like it, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, and please share to your friends, okay, so that they can also study this. So this is it for this video, and I'll see you in the next video.